Hey guys, welcome back. Okay, this is a couple of days. Had this rainstorm come past, so I'm back at it now. Let's pick up where I left off. Remember, I put down all the joists, the four joists that's on the support blocks. Those are already lined in or leveled and secured. So now all I'm doing now is backfilling. All right, I'm going 16 on center for the remaining joists. And again, first I put the brackets on the existing foundation, and if you can see here, I just snapped a chalk line from that hole to that hole, and so that's where I line up my brackets. All right, and it pretty much gets me leveled as the same level as far as where the bracket should go. Put one screw in. You don't secure it in, just put one screw in right now. I cut a notch on top of my joist here so I can slip it closer to the foundation or the wall here so it butts nice clean against it. And that's all I'm doing right now. So I'm just gonna get them all notched out, get them lined up. Once I get that done, then I'll come over here with another bracket and just get it squared before I nail it in with the other brackets on this side. And that's pretty much it, just step by step. All right, so again, this is the way I'm doing it, guys. I'm not a professional carpenter, just somebody who likes to do things on his own, DIY. This is how I'm approaching it. Again, this is for the beginners. If you don't know how to do this and you never done framing, whatever it may be, you don't have to go textbook, do it this way, do it this way. You can figure it out on your own to achieve the same results. So I hope that makes sense. I'm gonna put it back on time lapse. I'm gonna continue on getting this foundation done for my new storage area. And that's it. All right, guys, please like, subscribe, and let's just keep it moving. Hey guys, here we go again. Another day, another construction. I'll continue construction of this. Let me show you what I'm doing now, guys. I got everything framed out. Let's flip this camera around for you guys out there. Went to pick up some gravel to go over that weed barrier to keep down the weeds. All right, so that's what I'm doing now. Shot to the U-Haul. Got a 4x6. And I got a half a yard of this gravel here. So right now I'm just backfilling it all through the back. Gonna cover some more weeds. Again, just keep all that weeds down so I don't have to worry about bugs, snakes, mosquitoes, whatever back here. All right. So that's what I'm doing now. So we're just gonna keep it moving. It's coming along. I have the decking arriving tomorrow. All right, so I'm getting, I think they said 11 planks to cover this 5x16 deck. So we'll get that going tomorrow. So, but today it just preparing the foundation again, getting this all cleared up, getting it all spread out so I will never have to worry about weeds coming back here again. Now, what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna reattach the siding that I took off to get this all attached before the decking get installed. So let me get that done now. I'm gonna put down the trim. I'm gonna have to cut around each one just to get a custom fit. Let me get that set up now and get this done. All right, I just want to give you a quick tip on how I'm getting certain things done. You start a strip, all right? Being I had to notch it and get butt against here, I had to notch this out so it'll fit over this, all right? And before I took it off, I made sure I drew a, what you call a line on where it was, so it just lines right back up, so I don't have to worry about measuring. So as you can see, it's cut out where it was. And what I'm doing now, simply to cut this out, what I'm using, Ideal 2, guys. If you don't have it, a Milwaukee rotary with this type of bit to cut through metal. What I'm doing, all I have to do is come down about 1 inch or so. So I'm just taking this, making my lines. Well, first what I'm doing, I took it and just simply butted it against where it's gonna lay out, and just drew 2 lines. Just use your little square here with the joist. So boxed it out. So I got all my measurements. And just gonna take your little Milwaukee. I'm gonna take it and start it off. First, this part here. 1, 2, 3. I already did 4. Once that's done, I just take out this little notch, or I really don't have to do that. You simply get one of those tools, shears, after that, and just cut it out, and that's it. Comes out real quick, nice and easy, and it'll fit perfectly where it needs to go. All right. So just want to give that tip to you, how I got it done for your beginners out there, if you have to deal with the same type of situation. All right. So I'm gonna keep it moving, guys. Tip. All right, for the beginners out there, again, using the Milwaukee rotary. Love this tool. As you can see, it makes my cutouts for the joist. It's simply using one of these discs here, and just gonna do a plunge cut and just cut this out. It goes through it just like butter. All right, so if you have this tool, this is ideal. All right. Okay, guys, that's simple. Very easy to do. That's done. So I just want to show you that tip. If you're looking for something, what tool can you use? That tool works like wonders on vinyl cider. So let's keep it moving. Alright, here's an update, guys. Initially, when I was going to lay this down, I was just going to have it laying just with the boards, straight down, lock it in, be done with it. But, as you can see, you see the white pieces right there. I really didn't like how it looked from this angle. So I had some extra bullnose, I guess you could call them, from when I built that deck over there. I kept some extra ones because what I ended up doing, just using that just to distract from that white piece or that light piece, because it just wasn't looking appealing. It really didn't match or go with the flow of the backyard. So I cut that to the size, notched it in. So now I can now go back and start laying things out. So guys, if you're building your deck, you're always gonna have to account for more support, because once you put this little piece here, there's a piece, or the fascia is right here. You need another piece, so when this is butt against to this piece, you need something to lock on. So I had to go back, another piece of wood. I had to notch it because I already put up the pieces, so I had to go back and notch it and get that placed in. So now when I butt my pieces together, I have something to screw into. So right now I'm starting on this end. What I'm doing a 1.5 inch overlay. All right, from this here is 1.5 inches, so when it rains it runs off. All right, it doesn't get behind the wood or fall. That's all. So that's what I'm doing. So it's 1.5 inches there, 1.5 inches in the front, just to get that little protection of the wood, so when it does rain it runs away from it somewhat. But it's all pressure treated, it's not a big deal again. And what else? That's pretty much it. So I'm starting with my starter row right here. Once that's done, then the rest will just go nice and flush. Oh, easy. You butt it against, lock it in. Butt against, lock it in. All right, I'm gonna end up cutting this part over here a little narrower on this end, which is fine because that's what I want, being that I want all full pieces here. The shorter pieces will be against the building when it's not that noticeable, because again, things are going to be lined up or placed against the building, so you won't even see those cuts. And that's pretty much it, guys. So down to my final 2 joists of panels here, I should say. Now, what I'm utilizing, guys, when you start to get closer to the wall and you want to keep everything nice and tight, I'm utilizing what I have for my indoor floors. It's called a floor jack. All right, right here. Again, I'll put down particular model down in the description. It will be affiliate. Please consider using that link. It does support the channel, and I greatly appreciate it. So what I'm doing, guys, I'm down to the last 2. I'm gonna be utilizing this floor jack, and what that's doing is allowing me to keep that pressure on it, so I get that nice tight fit all the way down. What you do is just take a little 2x4, put it against the wall, and it just has a little hook here that allows to push this back toward the other direction, so you got that tight seam. So what I'll do, I'll come back and put my little clips right here to keep it in place. And that's pretty much it, guys. All right. The last one I'm gonna have to rip on a table saw, so I have that nice tight fit. And we're almost done with this. All right. So I just want to give that tip to you. If you having difficulty trying to keep that together, I found this tool to be an excellent choice. This is usually used for indoor floors. I realized I had it. I said, you know what? Let me just grab it and apply it to this situation, and it works. And let me keep it moving, guys. All right. Again, consider like, subscribe. Don't cost you anything, and I greatly appreciate it. All right, guys. I just want to show you how this floor jack works. Very simple. This model, it gives you the ratchet, so it has a level on it, so you can change direction on going in and out, which I like. All you have to do now, again, I took a 2x4, put it against my wall here. Has a little lip here that goes against the floor joist. And all you're gonna do, and what I like about this one, it has a little rubber mat, so it protects your floor for inside use. This is vinyl, so I'm not really concerned about it, but it's still a good look on that design. And all I'm doing now is gonna tighten it down. And as you can see, it's pushing against here, also pushing against here, forcing this joist now to go into the fitting. So it gets a nice tight fit. Just like that. Excellent. All right. And so it's there holding it. And now you can just go back and put your little stops in here, screw these down, and you have a nice even gap. Yes, even gap. So just want to show you how this utilized. Excellent little tool. Definitely good for doing this type of construction. I will be using it when I redo my floors in my house. So that's my main reason I bought it. I bought it for my parents' house to fix my mother's floor, and then I'm gonna use it for my own floors. So excellent tool, guys, to pick up if you're doing some type of home improvement, deal with flooring or decking. All right. So I just want to show that to you real quick, and I'm just going to keep it moving. Okay, I just want to show you something, guys. Now, I was hoping this jack, it was working well for me until I really got to the edge here. It's a little just too thick here to try to get past this, and I really don't want to force it and break and end up cracking my siding here. So I'm gonna have to rely on the trusty old pry bar to get that tight fit. All right, so no big deal. Down to the last end, add a little pressure, and I'll get that tight fit to screw those down. But I was hoping this will work out. This tool is ideal, but in certain situations it's not gonna work, at least for in my case. So I just wanna bring that to your attention. So let me continue on. This is the home stretch, down with the final part, then I'm done with this. All right, we'll come back to it, give you guys the overall look at it, and we'll call that a wrap. All right, you guys, stay with me. All right, guys, it's all done. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use these little screw downs. It's this model right here with some plugs. And what you do, I'm just gonna go to the edge every 32, put that down, and that'll keep it from lifting. So I have to do it for that, and I have to do it for the edge here. And that's it, guys, and it's all done. I'm must say it came out pretty good for a storage deck. All right, so let me just get this all screwed down, and I'm gonna pick it up at the fine. I'm gonna clean it up, I'm gonna power wash everything, and we'll come back to it with everything set up here and my final thoughts. All right, guys. All right, guys, it's the end of the day. As you can see, I finally got the deck done. All right, as you can see, I got all my crap up on there. So this is all the stuff now you can't see from the yard. It used to be over there on the utility patio. I moved it over here now. So it's a better location, wasted space for outdoor storage. So again, I hope this helped you guys out. Please consider like, subscribe. I'm tired. And I'll see you on the next one, guys. Later.